Hi foodies, today we're going to be making a salmon tower. So the ingredients that you see are listed below in the description box. First we want to start with our potatoes, making sure we scrub them really good. If you don't have like a veggie brush, just making sure you scrub them really good with your hands because potatoes typically have a lot of dirt caked up on them from, well, growing up the dirt. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and throw my potatoes in my Instant Pot. If you don't have an Instant Pot, don't worry about it. You can go ahead and just boil them stovetop. And I did add a little bit of pink salt just so they can get a good, they can saturate the potato as they're cooking for more flavor. So if you've been following me for a while now, you know I'm not a measurements type girl. So just go with the flow and whatever feels right, feels right. So I had pink salt, a little bit of white pepper, and it looks like a lot, but I'm going to go ahead and rub all of this in. Some garlic powder, some Cajun seasoning, onion powder, and then I have some sweet paprika. You can use regular, and then a little bit of Old Bay, and then you just flip that over, and for the back, basically just do the same thing. Some people just do salt and pepper on the back of their salmon. That's completely fine, but I like everything seasoned. So I'm adding a little bit of grapeseed oil here, and that's where I'm gonna rub it all in front to back, get it all in the creases and crevices, making sure all that seasoning is spread all over that piece of fish. And it wouldn't be a seafood dish if it didn't have some lemon, so I cut half of a lemon and squeezed it all over. And then I repeated the process for my shrimp as well. Same seasonings, season them up, make sure you pat dry them so they can actually sear well, and sprinkle some more lemon juice over that. Now while your seafood is coming to room temperature and marinating, you're gonna go ahead and chop up your vegetables. So I have a green pepper, onion, some garlic, some parsley, and then by now your potatoes should probably be done. If they're not, just continue to let them cook. But I went ahead and drained mine, and then we're gonna get to mashing. So I have a potato masher. If you don't have one, just use a spoon or whatever you want to use. And then for our seasonings, I'm gonna use some kosher salt. So you could continue to use the pink salt, but I'm using kosher salt. And then add some black pepper. And then up next, we're gonna add some hidden Valley Ranch seasoning. So I don't care what y'all say, the shit hits. But yeah, that, and then some garlic powder, because what's potatoes or what's anything without garlic? And then you're gonna add a little bit of onion powder as well. And like I said, I'm not a measuring type person, so you can go ahead and just do a tablespoon of each. And then after that, I'm just gonna put a teaspoon of butter in there. I was trying to cut back, but if you wanna put more, go ahead and do your thing. And then a good heaping 2 spoons of sour cream. So since I'm not a measuring person, if this is confusing, just add little by little and taste as you go. And then I added a little bit of heavy cream, which is probably like 1/4 a cup. And then I had added some Colby Jack cheese as well, which is probably 1/2 a cup. Lastly, I'm gonna add some paprika for some color. And then after that, you can go ahead and start mixing everything together. As you see, I felt like it was kind of thick, so I added just a little more heavy cream as I was going. And yeah, just get it to the consistency and to the taste that you like it. That's why I always say add little by little. So I didn't expect to keep going in with the heavy cream, but it worked to the point where I got it to where I wanted it to be. Up next, we're going to go into our red lobster biscuits. I'm not going to go into too many details because all you do really is read the box. I buttered up my pan. The key to really good red lobster biscuits is a lot of butter. If you want them like the ones in the restaurant, you will have to probably like dip them in a bucket of butter. But we're not going to do that. So just stick to what the box says. Up next, we're going to go ahead and grease our pan for our salmon. Backside down first so we get that crispy sear. Add half of the rest of your garlic and parsley because you're going to use the rest for your shrimp, and then continue to squeeze lemon juice on the top just to give it, you know, a little bit of freshness, zing. And then you're going to go ahead and cook that lemon down, because once you cook it, it's going to allow a lot of those juices to release when you eat it too. Now that your lemon is cooked and nice and browned, you're going to go ahead and add some more oil. And then go ahead and saute your shrimp. Do the same process where you add a little bit of garlic, parsley, and butter. And then you're just going to allow those to cook on both sides until it's fully cooked through. So that might be 5 minutes on both sides, but you understand how they're cooked by how pink they are, as well as if they have that nice pretty brown sear. And then again, you want to continue to add some lemon juice. Now at this point, the seeds were coming out because I normally put my hand under it to catch them, but yeah, I wasn't doing that because I had a phone in my hand. So your salmon and shrimp should look a little like this, both of them blackened, and then go ahead and take your red lobster biscuits out, and as I said, follow the box and go ahead and make that garlic butter mixture, and you can go ahead and sprinkle that all over there so it can soak it up, and you have the delicious red lobster biscuits that are somewhat close to the restaurant. They'll never be just like it, but it's the closest. Oh my god, the ghetto. Hold on. So now we're about to get into our sauce. So I went ahead and threw the veggies that I chopped up earlier in the pan with a little bit of Pam, and then butter. Yes, y'all, it's a lot of butter in this recipe, but it's over a lot of food. And then I added some garlic and parsley. If you don't want to use the butter, yeah, I use like at least 2 tablespoons. But this is for a really creamy and rich sauce. So yeah, I mean, you kind of gotta use butter in this situation, if not vegan butter. And then I added about a tablespoon of flour just to make sure our sauce thickens. And then after your vegetables are kind of translucent, they can be a little, what's the word for it? Not blackened exactly, but really cooked through. And then I added about a cup of heavy cream. And then you're gonna go ahead and pop open some Pinto Grigio wine, you know, just for a little bit of fanciness, a little bit of flavor zest. And then you're gonna go ahead and continue to add your cheeses. I'm using Parmesean and Monterey Jack. So with the cheeses, you're just gonna go with the flow. Again, like, you're just gonna add little by little and see how thick you want your sauce. So this is the consistency that I liked. If you like it thicker or you like it looser, go ahead and either add more heavy cream or the Pinto Grigio, or add less cheese. And then I have some spinach just for some color and some vegetables to, you know, balance out that butter. And I just basically seasoned it with salt and white pepper and a little bit of butter again and lemon juice. Now, we finally got all our components done. We're just gonna go ahead and plate this. So I start with my potatoes. Kind of made a little cup for them in the middle so I could put sauce in the center and it holds. Got my sauce. Oh my god, that looks so good. Like, if I stopped right here and just ate it like this, I would be happy. And then, you know, just for a professional look, if you want to go ahead and clean the sides, and then you're going to go ahead and add your spinach. You don't have to plate it like this. You can plate it however you feel like plating it. This is just kind of a stand in a sense for the salmon, because I'm going to put it directly in the center. Yep, just like that. Go ahead and squeeze some more of your lemon juice from that cooked lemon, and that's going to be a part of our plate as well. And then I did put the shrimp on like kebab sticks. Now, y'all, I kind of forgot my red lobster biscuits, so I'm gonna go ahead and run that back real quick. Y'all can see at this point I was just doing whatever, because why do I have 2 shrimp kebabs stuck into a red lobster biscuit? But it really didn't matter because it was smelling so good, and y'all, I was just too ready to get into this plate, y'all. When I tell you I toe that up, like, I really toe it up. Actually, while I still got a couple leftovers. As I'm editing this, I'm gonna go ahead and finish that. But anyway, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, and I'll see you on the next episode of Foodie Tube.